I've always stood alone, navigating this world without anyone by my side. It's not that I consciously chose isolation at the start. It's almost as if it chose me. Life's currents have a way of pulling you where you least expect, and somewhere along the way, the people faded. The voices that were once around me grew faint, and I realized I was the only one still standing on my path. But here I am, still walking, still breathing, and still finding my own way forward. People often ask how I do it, how I keep going without the comfort of companionship, without someone beside me to lean on. And my answer, well, I've stopped needing to give one. I'm still here, I'm still moving, and that's all anyone really needs to know. Being alone isn't a punishment or something I endure. It's the foundation of my strength. It's the freedom that allows me to move unrestrained, to go where I need to without second-guessing my decisions or filtering my feelings. My solitude, it's a choice now, a decision I make every day, because I know who I am when I'm by myself, and that version of me is one I've come to respect and rely on. Solitude is my strength, my quiet resilience. It's the weight I carry that somehow makes me feel lighter. When you walk through life alone, the only person you're responsible for is yourself. No one else's opinions cloud your mind. No one else's needs or expectations can define your steps. It's almost a paradox to say, but I don't just survive in my solitude, I thrive in it. In fact, every time I meet someone, I realize how much I value this way of being. I see people out there, constantly leaning on each other, constantly seeking reassurance, and they seem so restless. They search for something outside themselves, hoping that others will provide what they're missing. But I don't have that need. I have something deeper. Something that can't be taken away or shaken by anyone else's presence or absence. There's a power in that, a stability, that's become my armor. It's become the fire that keeps me warm, that keeps me safe. Life in the concrete jungle, this hard, indifferent world we live in. It's a place that can chew you up and spit you out if you don't know how to stand on your own. I've learned to read the silence here, to find comfort in the spaces where most people feel alone. This city, this life, it's wild, it's loud, it's unforgiving, but in its heart, it's empty and quiet. I wear that silence as armor now. It shields me from the chaos and noise around me, from the false promises and hollow words of people who don't know what they want, let alone who they are. Silence protects me. I've come to recognize that in a world where everyone is constantly talking, constantly reaching for validation, silence is a gift, a rare and precious strength. In silence, I've found clarity, a kind of peace that doesn't depend on anyone else. My isolation is my refuge, the one place I can trust fully because it doesn't ask anything from me. It's a space where I can breathe without fear of betrayal, without worry that someone else's intentions will cloud my path. Trust, after all, is a fragile thing. I used to hand it out more freely, thinking that people would see it for the treasure it is. But that was before I learned, the hard way, that not everyone values honesty. Not everyone knows how to handle trust without breaking it. I've been left behind, let down, and abandoned by people who said they'd stand by my side. Those promises turned to dust, and I had to learn how to rebuild from the pieces they left behind. It's funny how quickly people walk away when things get hard, how easily they can turn their backs when it's no longer convenient. That's why I don't hand out my trust anymore. It's mine to keep, mine to guard, Because I've learned that the only person I can truly rely on is myself. I used to look for safety in others, hoping that maybe, just maybe, someone else would understand, that they'd hold steady through the storm. But now I know that safety can't come from anyone else. I am my own safety net, my own source of strength. I've stopped waiting for someone to catch me when I fall, stopped hoping that someone would save me when things get dark. I don't need saving anymore. I face the darkness head on, felt it wrap around me, and still, I've come out on the other side. I've proven to myself, time and time again, that I'm capable of weathering anything life throws at me. So I don't need trust in others. I've built trust in myself, in my resilience, in my strength. So now here I am, standing firm in my solitude, unbothered by the constant chatter and shifting alliances around me. My life is my own. My choices are my own. And I am more than fine with that. I am safe here, in this silence, in this place of my own making. This path, it may be lonely, but it's mine. I don't look to anyone else to tell me who I am or what I should be doing. I've walked through fire, navigated fog so thick I could barely see my own hands, and stepped into darkness so deep I forgot what light looked like. And yet here I am, still standing, still moving forward. That's something I did on my own, without the need for anyone else's approval, validation, or applause. I've learned that relying on the opinions of others only chains you to their expectations, holds you back, keeps you from truly finding yourself. I choose to walk my path by the sound of my own voice, no matter how quiet or uncertain it might feel in the darkest moments. I listen to it because it's mine, and it's the only thing that's ever truly guided me. People are always looking for some kind of external validation, like their worth is something they need to find outside of themselves, something that can be given or taken away by others. But I know better now. I've discovered a truth through hardship and solitude that I never could have learned any other way. My value is not something that can be defined by anyone but me. I am the one who decides my worth. Every challenge I face, every time I've been pushed to my limits, it's shown me that I am more than the judgments and expectations that others try to impose on me. I refuse to let anyone else have that power over me. My worth is my own to determine, and I choose to define it by my resilience, by the strength I've earned in the face of struggle. Life has tested me, again and again. It's thrown me into storms that felt endless, shrouded me in fog so thick it was like breathing through water. I've stood in the heart of a fire that felt like it would consume everything, leaving only ashes in its wake. And in those moments, I've realized that hardship is more than just a test. It's an opportunity. Each trial I've endured has taught me something new about myself. It's shown me the parts of myself that are unbreakable, the parts that endure no matter how intense the heat or how dark the path. Hardship has become a forge, shaping me, sharpening me, making me stronger with every step. I remember times when I wanted to give up, when the weight of it all felt like too much to bear. The darkness was so thick it felt suffocating, like a weight pressing down on me, crushing me from the inside out. But something within me refused to give up. There was a spark, a flicker of defiance that kept me moving forward. It was as if some deeper part of myself knew that I was stronger than even I believed. I kept going, even when I didn't know where the path was leading. even when it felt like I was stumbling through the night without a single star to guide me. And eventually, I found that the strength I was searching for had been inside me all along, waiting for me to discover it. I know that most people are afraid of hardship. They run from it, try to shield themselves from anything uncomfortable, anything painful. But I've come to see hardship as a gift. It's the fire that's tempered me, the fog that's taught me to trust my own instincts, the darkness that showed me how to find my own light. Every step I take through these challenges, I grow stronger. I become more sure of who I am and what I'm capable of. The strength I've built isn't something anyone else can give me, and it's not something that can be taken away. It's mine, a part of me that I've earned through every struggle, every scar. I don't need to prove anything to anyone. I don't need their approval, their praise, or their understanding. I've learned that the only person who truly needs to believe in me is myself. I am my own support, my own guide. I've found that the voice within me, that quiet, persistent voice, is the only one I need to listen to. It may not always be loud, and it may not always have all the answers, but it's mine. It's the voice of someone who's been through the worst and come out stronger. It's the voice of someone who knows what they're made of, who's discovered a strength that runs deeper than anyone else can see or understand. This path isn't easy, and it never has been, but it's my path, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I don't need anyone else to tell me that I'm strong, or that I'm on the right track. I already know. I know because I've walked through the fire, because I've navigated the fog, because I've survived the darkness. I am strong, not because someone else has said so, but because I've proven it to myself, time and time again. My strength doesn't come from validation. It comes from survival, from resilience, from a determination that I never even knew I had until life forced me to find it. People talk about hardship like it's something to be avoided, something to be feared, but I've learned that hardship is just part of the journey. It's the test that reveals who you really are. It's the teacher that shows you what you're truly capable of. Each struggle, each challenge, each painful moment has shaped me, made me who I am today, and I wouldn't be this person without them. I wouldn't have this strength, this resilience, this unshakable confidence in my own ability to survive and thrive. My hardships are a part of me now, woven into the very fabric of who I am, and I wear them like a badge, a testament to everything I've been through and everything I've overcome. So I keep walking this path, not because it's easy, but because it's mine. I keep moving forward, not because I need anyone else's approval, but because I trust myself. I trust my strength, my resilience, my ability to keep going, no matter what life throws at me. I am my own guide, my own protector, my own source of strength. I have nothing to prove, nothing to justify. I am simply here, walking my path, embracing my strength, and finding my own way forward. Pain isn't something I fear. It's something I know, something I carry with me, a part of who I am. Most people would do anything to avoid pain, to keep themselves cushioned, comfortable, and safe. But for me, pain has been the greatest teacher I've ever known. Every ache, every scar, every memory of suffering is a reminder that I've been through something, and that I came out stronger on the other side. Pain has carved resilience into me, deeper than any comfort ever could. It's left marks, scars that may be invisible to others but are vivid to me, and I wouldn't trade a single one of them because they remind me that I am capable of surviving anything. Pain has a way of stripping you down to the core, forcing you to confront parts of yourself that you might otherwise ignore. It doesn't let you hide behind masks or pretend to be someone you're not. When you're in pain, all the layers fall away, and you're left facing the rawest, truest version of yourself. That's where the real growth happens. In those moments when you're pushed to your limits, when every fiber of your being wants to give up, but you keep going. It's in those moments that you discover what you're made of. You learn to rely on yourself, to trust your own strength. Pain has taught me more about myself than any joy or comfort ever could. It's taught me resilience, self-reliance, and the ability to endure even the darkest nights. Every scar I bear is a story, a testament to something I've survived. They're like badges, each one representing a battle fought and a lesson learned. People might see scars as flaws, as imperfections, but to me, they're proof of my survival. Each one tells me, you've been through this and you're still here. When I look at my scars, I don't see weakness. I see resilience. I see strength. I see a person who has faced life head-on without turning away, without giving up. My scars are reminders of the times I was tested, the times I was pushed to my limits, and the times I emerged stronger than before. There's something powerful about carrying your scars openly, about letting them be a part of who you are without shame or fear. They're not something to be hidden or covered up. They're part of my story, my journey. I wear them proudly, like armor, because they represent everything I've overcome. Each scar, each wound that's healed over, is a symbol of my resilience. They show me that no matter how many times I've been knocked down, I've always found a way to get back up. They remind me that I am unbreakable, that I am stronger than anything life can throw at me. Pain is often seen as something to be avoided, something to be feared. But I've come to embrace it. I've come to see pain as a kind of crucible, a fire that burns away the unnecessary, the weak, the false. It leaves behind only what is real, what is strong. Pain is not my enemy. It's my ally. It's the force that has shaped me, molded me, made me who I am. Without pain, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I wouldn't have the strength, the resilience, or the depth of understanding that I do. Pain has taught me to endure, to survive, and to thrive in ways that comfort never could. Every time I've faced hardship, every time I've been hurt or betrayed or abandoned, pain has been there, guiding me, teaching me. It's shown me the value of self-reliance, the importance of inner strength. It's taught me that I don't need anyone else to validate my worth or to make me feel whole. I am complete on my own, because I have survived on my own. Pain has been my companion on this journey, my teacher, my guide, and while it hasn't been easy, I wouldn't trade it for anything, because it has given me a strength that nothing else could. People who avoid pain, who try to keep themselves safe and comfortable, they miss out on something essential. They miss out on the chance to truly know themselves, to discover what they're capable of. They may look at my scars and think they make me weaker, but they couldn't be more wrong. My scars are the source of my strength. They're a reminder that I've been through the worst and come out stronger. I know who I am because I've faced pain. I've looked it in the eye, and I've learned to live with it, to accept it, to even embrace it. Pain is not something to be feared. It's something to be respected, something to be learned from. It's a part of life, a part of the journey. And for me, it's been the most valuable part. Without pain, I wouldn't have the strength, the resilience, the courage to walk this path on my own. Pain has shown me what I'm made of, and it's given me the confidence to keep moving forward, no matter what obstacles I may face. In a way, pain has become a part of me, a part of my identity. It's woven into the fabric of who I am, and it's something I carry with me every day. But instead of weighing me down, it lifts me up. It reminds me of my strength, my resilience, my ability to survive. Pain has taught me that I am enough on my own, that I don't need anyone else to make me feel whole or complete. I am whole because I have faced pain, because I have learned from it, because I have embraced it as a part of my journey. I walk this path alone, but I walk it with strength, with resilience, with the knowledge that I am capable of surviving anything life throws at me. Pain has been my teacher, my guide, my companion on this journey. It has given me the strength to stand on my own, to rely on myself, to trust in my own ability to survive and thrive. And for that, I am grateful. I am grateful for every scar, every wound, every moment of hardship, because they have made me who I am. They have given me the strength to walk this path, to embrace my solitude, to live my life on my own terms. Pain has been my greatest teacher, and I carry its lessons with me every day, as a reminder of my strength, my resilience, my ability to endure. Pain has been a badge, a mark of survival that I wear with pride. It has shown me that I am stronger than I ever imagined, that I am capable of enduring anything. It has given me a depth of understanding, a resilience that cannot be shaken, a strength that cannot be taken away. And while others may fear pain, I have learned to embrace it, to accept it, to let it shape me into the person I am today. Because in the end, it is pain that has given me the strength to walk this path alone, to stand tall in my solitude, to live my life with courage and resilience. I am a warrior, but not the kind you read about in stories or see in movies. I'm not here to fight battles for anyone else, or to be part of someone else's cause. My war is within me, a constant drive to overcome, to push forward, to conquer the obstacles life throws my way. And as a warrior, I don't need a tribe. I am a warrior without a clan, a fighter without a banner. I don't belong to anyone but myself, and I'm more than okay with that. There's a freedom in knowing that my strength isn't tied to anyone else, that my power is something I've forged on my own, through my own struggles, my own pain, my own resilience. People often talk about the power of unity, of community, and while there's strength in numbers, I've found my strength in solitude. I don't need a tribe to define me. I don't need a group of people to make me feel like I belong. I belong to myself, to my journey, to the battles I've fought and won alone. There's a certain purity in walking this path alone, in knowing that my choices are mine, and mine alone. I'm not weighed down by the expectations or opinions of others. I am free to be exactly who I am, to follow my own path, to live by my own rules. That's something few people truly understand, but it's a freedom I would never trade. People often seek comfort, community, safety in numbers. They want to feel like they belong, like they're part of something bigger. But for me, dependency is just another chain, another weight that holds you back from reaching your true potential. When you're constantly surrounded by others, when you're constantly leaning on them for support, for validation, for reassurance. You're not truly free. You're bound by their presence, by their expectations, by their limitations. I choose to walk my path alone because I don't want those chains. I don't want to rely on anyone else to tell me who I am, to lift me up, to make me feel whole. Comfort, too, is a trap. It's tempting to settle, to let yourself sink into the warmth of familiarity, but that's where weakness starts to grow. Comfort makes you soft, makes you reliant on things that can be taken away at any moment. It dulls your instincts, makes you forget what you're capable of. I've seen people become complacent, lose their edge because they were too afraid to step out of their comfort zones. They wanted to stay safe, to stay warm, to stay comfortable. But I don't want that. I don't want comfort to soften me, to hold me back from reaching my full potential. I choose discomfort because it keeps me sharp, keeps me strong, keeps me moving forward. A warrior without a tribe has to rely solely on their own strength, their own resolve. There's no one to fall back on, no one to catch you if you stumble, no one to hold you up when things get tough. But that's exactly why I embrace this path. I don't want to rely on anyone else. I want to know that I can stand on my own, that I can face anything life throws at me without needing someone else to hold me up. That's where true strength comes from. Not from having a safety net, but from knowing that you don't need one. Dependency, in any form, is a cage. It may feel safe, it may feel comfortable, but it limits you. It keeps you from reaching your true potential, from discovering just how strong you can be on your own. I don't want to be dependent on anyone or anything. I don't want to rely on others for my happiness, my strength, my sense of self. I want to be whole on my own, to know that I am enough, that I am capable of surviving and thriving without anyone else's help. That's why I choose this path, why I walk alone, why I embrace the solitude and strength it brings. My solitude is my power. It's what keeps me grounded, what keeps me focused, what keeps me strong. I don't have a tribe, and I don't need one. I am my own tribe, my own support system, my own source of strength. I don't need others to make me feel whole or complete. I am complete on my own because I have fought my own battles, overcome my own struggles, built my own resilience. There's a freedom in that, a power that comes from knowing that I am enough, that I don't need anyone else to make me feel strong or capable. Being a warrior without a tribe means I am free to live by my own code, to follow my own path, to make my own choices. I don't have to answer to anyone else, don't have to live by anyone else's rules or expectations. I am free to be exactly who I am, to live exactly as I choose. That's a kind of freedom most people will never understand. A kind of strength that can only come from standing on your own. I don't need a tribe to give me purpose. My purpose comes from within, from the fire that burns inside me, from the strength I've built through years of struggle and resilience. There's something powerful about being a warrior without a tribe, about knowing that I am strong enough to stand alone, to face any challenge without needing anyone else by my side. People may see it as loneliness, but for me, it's freedom. It's the ability to walk my own path, to live my own truth, to be exactly who I am without compromise. I am a warrior, forged through struggle, strengthened by solitude, and I am proud of that. I don't need anyone else to make me feel complete. I am enough on my own, and I will continue to walk this path with strength and resilience. I've seen others search for strength in numbers, seek validation in the eyes of those around them, cling to the comfort of a tribe. But I know that true strength, true resilience, comes from within. It's something you have to build on your own, something you have to earn through your own struggles, your own battles, your own journey. A tribe can give you comfort, give you support, give you a sense of belonging, but it can't give you true strength. That's something only you can find within yourself. Something that only solitude and resilience can forge. So I walk alone, not because I have to, but because I choose to. I choose this path because it's mine, because it's the one that's allowed me to become the person I am today. I don't need a tribe, don't need a safety net, don't need anyone else to make me feel whole. I'm a warrior without a tribe, and I am proud of that. My strength is my own, my resilience is my own, my journey is my own. And as I continue to walk this path, I know that I am exactly where I need to be, strong, independent, and free. This path isn't easy, and it's not meant to be, but I walk it with pride, with purpose, with a strength that comes from knowing that I am enough, that I am capable of facing any challenge, overcoming any obstacle, surviving any storm. I am a warrior without a tribe, a fighter without a banner, a soul untethered by the expectations of others, and I wouldn't have it any other way. This is my journey, my truth, my strength, and I will continue to walk this path alone, with courage, with resilience, and with the unshakable belief that I am enough.